All right. Elon Musk.
What has he done?
You remember, I used to love Elon Musk. I used to be an Elon Musk fan. I still am in a way, but he just nutty buddy. God dang it.
He and Mark
He
was
reminds me of Kanye.
Fight.
He reminds me of Kanye. It's like you want to like him, and then he says stuff that you just
does something.
God, Kanye, but you like him.
I was liking you for
God, quit doing stuff to mess up things.
But he and Mark was supposed to fight.
Well, they not.
With that?
Girl, they ain't doing nothing. Oh. So it says Elon Musk, that Neuralink brain chip, is now being tested on humans. Remember we talked, you probably don't even remember that, a long time ago, about 7 months ago, if y'all look at our old previous video. I might clip this with that one after this video. Elon Musk was trying a Neuralink brain chip that goes in the brain, right? This is ushering in. Y'all know this ushering in 666. But anyway.
Chips under your skin.
This is a brain chip. It's a good chip, but we know what it's ushering in, though. People who are paraplegic, who can't move their arms and stuff, when they put that chip, it's like a computer. Then they can move their arms. They can walk.
So the chip is doing the thinking to move those muscles.
It's whatever that is. It's connecting that. And his company invented that, and they wasn't in the FDA wasn't allowing it to be used on tested on humans. It was just animals, and you would see a monkey, he moving stuff with his head, his mind, from that chip.
From his mind.
Well, he can't move, but I mean a chip, he move it.
Oh, okay. A chip is directing him.
It's directing his hand to do stuff and his legs or whatever. So now they allowed the first human being to be tested.
This person signed off on this one.
He probably a guy that's paraplegic and it's like, what am I? I mean,
what I got to lose?
And that's the other thing. People get mad at him saying, you ain't got to live in no body where you can't move. Yeah. He probably feel like if I die, I'm fine. You know, I've lived my life enough.
There's a Frank Sinatra song coming out on you.
I've lived a life that's I traveled each. So he's like, let me go ahead and get this thing. My way. A year after being cleared for tests, billionaire Elon Musk Neuralink has implanted its wireless brain chip in a human for the first time. Musk announced that the patient received the implant on Sunday and is recovering well. The device is meant to have several applications, from restoring motor functions, which is what I said, within people, enabling a brain-computer interface. There was no independent verification of Musk's claim, and Neuralink did not offer too many details. So he's not talking too much about it. But it is cleared for human.
Another country may be trying to do something like this.
Right. It is cleared for human trials. Musk has touted that the Neuralink is the future of technology and medicine. But ethical concerns have been raised around the chip and its testing. Here's what you need to know about Neuralink. Neuralink is a brain chip startup founded by Musk in 2016. It's a device size of a coin and is surgically implanted in your skull and with ultra-thin wires going into your brain and developing a brain-computer interface. The disc would register brain activity and send it over to a device, such as a smartphone, through a common Bluetooth connection. The first product is called telepathy. It would allow people to control their phones or computers just by thinking. So if I just think and say turn on, it'll turn on. The computer will turn on.
That's kind of scary, though.
Well, that's what. See, look at Mama say that's scary.
Yep. Because your thoughts is what always get you in trouble.
That's scary, isn't it?
The thoughts can be what you're fearful of.
Now, planting the chip in the part of the brain, what is it? Oh, that controls the motor functions would also enable people to overcome neurological disorders. That's what I was saying, allowing people to move their hands and stuff. It would help people who have the loss of their limbs. Now, the scary thing about it, like we said, the good thing about it is it will allow people to be able to walk and use their limbs. The bad thing about it is now I can control things on my phone, my computer. I can control things with my mind that have any kind of an Bluetooth capability. So how you get in your car and you turn your Bluetooth on, it'll be that same thing implanted in his head. So I can turn the radio on if it has a Bluetooth capability. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying?
That's dangerous. To me, that sounds dangerous.
I can control anything that can be controlled by a computer.
Because what can control that too can take over.
Thank you. That's the future.
That's futuristic.
That's the future.
We want you to think this way. Nope. Sorry. Shut them down. Or like we were saying, future after the rapture, those who believe in the rapture, when anybody mention Jesus or think of Jesus,
they'll know.
Somebody's thinking about Jesus Christ.
Remember when I said it can't be where you just have to say something in the future. Because people going to be saying, well, I just won't say Jesus.
Right.
But if you think it, I'm coming at you because I know what's in your head. And here's, I like, what's her name? Remember Tasha K? Because we always talk about Tasha K with the Cardi B thing.
Yes.
I watched her show. She was funny. Tasha do be funny.
Yeah. She
said, y'all know the first group, they going to come after us. Mm-hmm. They going to implant them chips in them
that's
black
movie.
guys' heads.
That's the movie that the clone Tyrone.
Is it?
It's similar to that. They were cloning
She
him.
said, well, not clone. She said they going to put that chip in them brothers' heads. And when they walk out of prison, they going to say something or do something. They going to say, walk your butt right back in. They don't even have to come get them. The computer chip going to make them walk right back in.
That's like Clone Tyrone. They cloned them and they took the ones that they took the real people off the streets.
See, I didn't watch that.
And they cloned them and they was controlling them. They controlled them through fried chicken restaurants. And certain things.
See, I didn't see Clone Tyrone.
You need to watch it. It's similar to what this man getting ready to do.
Let me watch Clone Tyrone.
Yes.
So I'm conflicted on this because I think the reason why I'm conflicted on this is because of our age. We are at an age. I don't think we're gonna be around when it get that bad.
I pray I don't, because I'm nervous about.
But I like to take the new part of it where it helps us health.
Why can't you just have a mechanical arm or whatever? Why you got to have something that comes from the brain?
No, because you can't move that. You thinking of people who just lost their limb,
like RoboCop.
He had a chip in his head.
No, he did.
Yes, he did.
Well, I don't know.
Yeah,
I forgot when they banged his body up.
Yeah, they redid all of him. Yeah, okay. That's how he was. You just said it. That's probably what Elon Musk is watching. That's how he was able to move his arms and the legs and stuff from the computer chip that was put in his head.
Because he kept remembering when he was hurt and beat up.
Yes.
It was bad memories.
They tried to take away the bad memories.
They couldn't.
So you just said what Neuralink is.
That's why I said that's not good though.
But imagine people losing their limbs and they become like RoboCop.
And people may want to have it, period, whether they lose a limb or not.
Because they want to control their computers and their phones. People gonna want to get it. See, hopefully we won't be around then. They're gonna want to get it just to be able to turn the TV on or all of that stuff. Mm-hmm. It's very interesting. Mm-hmm. But medical wise, I understand it. So can you imagine with your cancer if we were so advanced where the doctor could go in, not even surgically, just with a laser or something and remove all of that without cutting you open? Can you imagine that?
I wasn't thinking on that level.
See?
I was thinking anything that is in your brain that you are thinking things to do and not do. That's where it's kind of scary.
Christopher says they're always showing her diabetes remedies, wigs, church hats, wrinkle cream ads.
and you know what? One of our
you talk about Facebook.
You were saying that they hear you talk.
Yes.
Or they'll watch your activity.
Your phone can hear you.
And they'll
those ads will pop up.
And one of my sorority sisters, she was saying when those ads are always popping up, things that I've maybe looked for before, or I may have mentioned it in my emails or whatever. She said the gold teeth, the grills that guys wear.
Now it's coming up.
She said, I ain't said nothing about all that, so why that's coming up?
I told you, something popped up. I never wrote it in the thing or anything. And it popped up. And you know what that is? I mentioned my friend again. That's kind of what he does, AI. Mm-hmm. it doesn't, you may not mention it, but it draws a connection from something else
Other
that
data.
you might have mentioned. And then it says, because of her pattern,
yes,
she's gonna want this.
Yes.
Even though you may not mention it, you don't type it. And you look at it, you go, yeah, I would want that. How does it know? Because it looks at all the other things and said, I'm looking at the way you move and the way humans move, and I know that the way you moving and grooving, you're gonna want this.
That's why you got to be so careful. That's why they're using it in the courtrooms to get people.
Yeah.
Because they can trace their history.
Yeah.
What they've been talking about for the last 5 years. He's been a white supremacist, or she's been trying to cheat on her husband.
Yeah.
And that's scary.
Yeah. All right, so let's move on. I'm just going to skip ahead. You know, I always get to stuff where I don't get to stuff. All right. Every day, let's see. Which one was this one? Oh, now, because I don't